Let's talk about moving from insight to impact and 5 areas for rethinking mid level management. When organizations think about leadership, the spotlight often shines on the top. But if you're overlooking your mid level managers, you're missing the layer that most directly drives culture, performance, and day to day employee experience. These managers are the ones translating strategy into action, and they're also the first to feel the pressure when support is lacking. If your mid level managers aren't equipped to lead, your organization will struggle to retain top talent and keep teams aligned during change. That's where strategic investment makes the difference. So here's the risk of overlooking the middle. Too often, mid level managers are promoted based on past performance but receive little training to thrive in a people leadership role. They end up navigating complex team dynamics and absorbing top down pressure without the clarity or feedback loops they need to succeed. This challenge goes beyond operations and directly impacts culture. Employees don't experience the organization through mission statements or public values, they experience it through their manager, including how decisions are made and how feedback is delivered. When managers lack support, everyday interactions can weaken trust and a sense of belonging. Mid level managers are not only under resourced, but also under recognized. We recently explored this in our latest article, Mid Level Managers, the Hidden Force Driving Organizational Change, which highlights how this group often carries the weight of execution without receiving the strategic support they need to thrive. Without support, the very group most responsible for translating vision into reality risks becoming the most disengaged. This is where C-Suite Coach delivers real impact. We equip mid-level managers with the practical leadership tools and coaching techniques they need to confidently lead teams and elevate culture from the inside out. Here are 5 ways organizations can better support mid-level managers and unlock their full leadership potential. 1. Training them for the role they're asked to fill. High-performing employees don't automatically become high-impact managers. Leading people requires a different set of skills, including empathy, clarity, and the ability to coach performance effectively. Interactive leadership development programs like those offered by C-Suite Coach give managers more than theory. We offer actionable, scenario-based learning that helps leaders navigate real-world challenges, from managing performance to leading effective team meetings. Second, build accountability that encourages growth. Accountability should be rooted in support, not fear. One way to promote meaningful growth is through consistent reflection and feedback. It begins with coaching and feedback systems that uncover blind spots and reinforce inclusive habits. A national consulting firm, for example, used a simple behavioral tracking tool to help managers reflect on who they called on in meetings and how they distributed stretch projects. Within weeks, they uncovered imbalances and shifted to more effective practices. Third, free up time for what matters most. Mid-level managers are drowning in tasks that don't reflect their value. When organizations rely on them for oversight and administrative work, they miss out on the real opportunity. These leaders can be used to coach teams and drive results. Let managers lead. Clear role definitions and strategic upskilling allow them to focus where they add the most value. The payoff includes more engaged teams and improved retention. Fourth, equip middle managers to lead through change. In moments of transition, mid-level managers are the bridge between strategic shifts and team action. They're often the first to hear new concerns and the first to detect when morale is slipping or workloads are misaligned. That insight is invaluable during periods of growth or transformation. As technology continues to reshape roles, the need for upskilling is growing. According to research by the Harvard Business Review, middle managers play a pivotal role in motivating employees to pursue new training and adopt evolving tools. But many managers lack both the tools and training to support this effectively. When organizations provide structured leadership development focused on coaching, communication, and the integration of new technologies, managers can become steady guides through uncertainty. They're then positioned to build team confidence, reduce resistance to change, and drive strategic outcomes. Fifth and finally, align evaluation with what matters. If you're only measuring performance based on outputs and deadlines, you're missing the full story. Team development and collaboration are just as critical to long-term success, and they can be tracked and rewarded. For example, When organizations begin measuring whether employees feel safe speaking up and if managers share growth opportunities fairly, performance improves across the board. That's why companies partner with C Suite Coach to modernize their leadership evaluation criteria. We support organizations in equipping their managers with the tools and mindset needed to lead with clarity and create measurable impact. So, for a smarter path forward, eliminating mid level management in the name of agility often leads to lost knowledge and leadership bottlenecks. The smarter move is investing in the leaders you already have and helping them rise to meet the moment. Middle managers are the ones building organizational culture moment by moment through check ins, team brainstorms, and project decisions. When they have the right tools and training, they can translate company values into meaningful everyday action. Organizations that invest in rethinking this role will see stronger leadership and will build teams that are resilient and equipped for long term success.